Hi everyone and welcome to Let's Try Airships Conquer the Skies. So, this game is pretty hard to describe. It tries to be many different things. But on the most basic level, you build airships and use them to shoot stuff. That's a little bit simplified, to say the least. So, let's maybe jump straight into the game. There is a tutorial and I already completed it. So, we'll jump straight into the game. There is conquest mode, which is basically a campaign of sorts, as you will see in just a moment. And we start from choosing our coat of arms. And it's not just purely cosmetic. We can get all kinds of bonuses here, depending on what we choose. There are a lot of really good ones here. So we can choose various modifiers, like plus 15% income from cities, minus 50% steel armor cost, minus 50% wooden armor cost, minus 50% stone wall cost, plus 30% damage from explosives. We can also start with various techs to give us an early advantage. There are some that have no bonuses attached, obviously we won't pick any of those. And what else do we have in here? We can also pick waves, which will allow us to put out fires twice as quickly. Fires can be a bit of a problem, so this is a pretty good one. We can repair 50% faster, obviously that's good. Ships and buildings are built twice as fast. A lot of these modifiers are good and useful, so there's no obvious one single best choice. 50% faster reload in boarding combat. Revolting cities join your empires. All cannons are twice as accurate. Let's pick this one. I quite like to use cannons, so we'll go with a cannons bonus. We can change the color if we want to. That's obviously purely cosmetic. Alright then, so something like this. No need to do anything overly fancy. This will do just fine. So that's what we're going with. All cannons are twice as accurate. Other than that, there are a few other settings. We can choose map size, small, medium and large. Medium is fine. We can choose difficulty. I haven't really played the campaign yet, or I haven't really played the game too much just yet. So I think medium will be just fine. We can choose land type, continent, mixed and archipelago. Let's go with continent, monsters, default, none, sparse, frequent, and omnipresent. We'll leave it on default. Research speed, normal is fine. And starting tech, tier 1 is the default. Tier 0 only gives you rifles, and these are not very good to say the least. And that's all the settings. We can also rename ourselves. Let's say Marbozir. Why not? Sounds good to me. And let's get started. So, here's the campaign map. We started in the corner from the looks of it. That could be a good thing, potentially. Marbozir is your home city. Cities that are yours have your flag. Each city you conquer gives you additional income, but must also be defended. This is your starting fleet. Click on it and you can see the ships in it in a panel on the right. Yep, that's our fleet right here, and that's the ship we started with. Looks like a pretty good one. I'll show you how exactly ship design works in just a moment. So, anything else? To build up your fleet, you may want to construct another ship. Click your home city. Yep, we can build more ships, obviously. We can control speed of the game. Alright then. We can also send spies. So, let's send a spy. That will cost us 100. And we can view the city. Looks like that's their defense tower. Alright then, doesn't look very intimidating. So, let's take a look. Here's our fleet. And I'm going to show you how exactly ship design works. You can build airships or land ships. We'll start from airships. So, there are a few things every ship needs. First is a way to generate lift. We can use suspendium chamber for that, which requires coal, but we can also use things like sails. We got a sail, double sail, triple sail, and these are way cheaper than a suspendium chamber, as you can see. Suspendium chamber would cost us almost 200. So that is very expensive, actually. Probably a little bit too expensive. Here we can see everything that can generate lift. So we got quite a few options. We can use a suspendium dust tank, which might be the best option early on. That's what I'm thinking. So it's going to be a blimp, basically. So something like this. That's 200. Maybe a little bit too much. How about like this? That should work quite nicely. And that's way cheaper. We also got small ones. Let's go with small ones. We don't have a lot of money early on. So remove module. And we'll use the small one. Here. So we have some stats up here. The most important one is service ceiling. This tells us how high our airship can go. If this value is too low, then it's not going to be very useful. It can even go into the negatives, in which case you will not be able to fly at all. So that's something to watch out for. Alright, this is probably a little bit too much. Yeah, I think that's a bit too much. Well, anyway, we can always modify it later. So, other than a way to generate lift, there are a few other things we need. Like a bridge. A bridge. Also a propeller. Let's grab a bridge. So, let's say over here. We are also going to need a supply hatch. We can see the exact supply requirement right here. Right now there is none, but this number will go up. So, if we install a few cannons, for example, then we'll need a corridor with ladder, like this. And some quarters, because we are going to need crew. We can see how much crew we need minimum right now. And we can optimize this a bit more. So, quarters right here. That will do. We don't need a corridor here, do we? Nope. We also have armor, but we probably won't be able to afford too much right now. Also, some armor is not more expensive, but it is way heavier, which reduces your service ceiling. Just something to keep in mind. Anyway, we can also get fire point to have a way to extinguish fires. This is definitely a good idea. So we'll grab one. We are going to need ammo store. And it needs to be fairly close to the cannons, preferably. So, let's say corridor with ladder. And then ammo store up here. Like that. Okay, we are also going to need a propeller. Obviously. Now, it is too heavy to fly. As we can see, the service ceiling is -3. So this is not going to be enough. So a few more suspendium dust tanks. That's still a little bit low, 64. Might actually be better to get a big one. Or we can just go with suspendium chamber. It does cost 200, but it's a pretty good solution. Let's go with suspendium chamber. So right here, then we are going to need coal. So, coal store, that's 42. We are already up to 719. So this is not going to be cheap. I would say a few more cannons to give us more firepower. 877, but it will have a lot of firepower. And then we need a hatch. One hatch will be just fine. So that's 882. We won't be able to afford it just yet, but that's okay. Service ceiling is 115, which will be plenty. We can maybe even get some grenades. Might come in handy. Let's get one. And I think that will do. Hopefully we won't need more ammunition. We got 100 ammunition, that should be enough. Alright, so now we can save the design. Like this, we can rename it. There. And that's our first ship. At least our first own design. It's down here. Like I said, it will be pretty expensive, but that's okay. We can build something cheaper. Like this guy. It has 2 cannons. That looks reasonable. Just looking at the stats. 110 service ceiling. Alright, let's grab that one. Alright, that shouldn't take too long. And once it's done, we can maybe attack our neighbor. We are currently infiltrating the city. So let our spy finish. And let's take a look. Any new information? Well, we can see his defense tower. Doesn't look like there's anything else in here. So let's attack him. Sounds good to me, we'll send both. Conspiracy and our other ship. Is he going to attack us? No, he's going to defend. You know what, that's fine. Oh, and we should probably start some research. So here's the research tree. There's actually a fair bit of research. What can we go for? And how expensive is it going to be? Okay. Heavy cannon. Optics. Metallurgy. Imperial cannon, medium steel armor. Alright. Land ships. High pressured suspendium. Pressurized suspendium dust tank. Rockets, I like rockets. Alright, let's go with basic research. Sounds good to me. And now we'll get into combat. So, here are our ships. Here's the enemy ship. And there's also a tower. So, since our bonus gives our cannons higher accuracy, we can move away, because the closer we are, the more accurate our weapons are going to be. But since we have a bonus to cannon accuracy, we don't have to be this close. So let's maybe move them a little bit more to the left. This is our service ceiling. Hopefully it will be enough. It should be enough. Alright, let's get started. Should be interesting. We'll try to stay away for now. And we'll see how that goes. I also want to stay away from that tower. He is hiding behind some terrain right now. But it doesn't look like we care about that. We are definitely hitting him. Yep, we are hitting him. We can literally shoot off some parts of the ships. They will quite literally fall off. Yep, he's on fire right now. Okay. Looking promising. We should be able to take him down. He is going down. We did get hit, but he got hit more. So that's basically the game in a nutshell. There is actually a surprising amount of depth in the game. I only really just scratched the surface so far. You can board enemy ships, so that's a thing that you can do. Come on, take him down already. We are running out of ammunition, as you can see. Yep, we can see how much ammunition we got in here. We might actually run out of ammunition here. That would be funny. Okay. Well, hey, we can always try again. It does look like we will run out of ammunition. Yep, we are actually out of ammunition right now. So that's another thing you need to consider. We'll flee for now. Alright, and we'll go back. We might have to change the designs. A fire caused by foreign agent has destroyed the Shining Tower at Ringfast. Okay then. That's probably not good. Right here. So, we got 1000 right now. Let's see if we can change these designs a little bit. So, I'm thinking more ammunition. Ammo store. It does take quite a bit of space. So, I'm not overly excited about this. But we kind of need it. We could also install some more cannons if we go with another ammo store. Alright, let's go with one more ammo store like this. And maybe grab another cannon. This is a pretty weird design. We can install 2 more cannons down here. Service ceiling 70. Insufficient crew. Okay, we'll go with 3 cannons. Service ceiling will be a little bit low, but 78 should be enough, I think. So, refit. That will take a little bit of time, which is okay. And then we'll try the invasion again. So what about the other one? We can also refit this one. This one is very small and cheap. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't have a whole lot. Small suspendium chamber. Right, that's also a thing. We don't have to use the big one. Where is the small one? I don't even see it around here. Maybe it's not under basic. Oh yeah, it's right here. Okay, fair enough. 110 service ceiling. How about we get another cannon? Like this. And we'll need a way to actually get up there, I suppose. So, let's say like this. And then ammo store. Here. That should work quite nicely. And one more cannon. Minimum cross 7. Alright, this is fine. Wait, no, recommended crew 11 now. Alright, fine. We'll get more quarters down here. Nope, it cannot be down there. Alright then. Here, this looks totally reasonable. 18 crew, recommended crew 13. It's already up to 271 for the rebuild cost. But you know what, that's fine. One more cannon. Service ceiling is too low now. So if we want to go with this, we'll need another small suspendium chamber. At least one more. 83. Alright, this looks fine. I think wooden armor will have to do. I don't want to make it too heavy. Weight 4. We can use steel wall. Absorbs more blast damage. Okay. We can go with that. And it doesn't seem to be as heavy. Interesting. It does have less health. But it's actually lighter than wooden armor. Okay. Interesting. Let's go with that then. We can increase our service ceiling this way. Seems reasonable. So there it is. Any more modules we want? Let's take a look. A repair bay isn't a terrible idea. I don't think we have one. At least I'm not seeing one. Ammo store, cockpit, suspendium chamber, crew quarters. Yeah, we do not have a repair bay. We also do not have a fire point. That might be a better idea. But now we also need another supply hatch. 18 crew recommended. 59 service ceiling. Let's go with this. Service ceiling might be a little bit low here, but we should be fine. We'll see about that. So, we'll wait for the refit, and then we'll try to attack again. So, let's do this, shall we? Hopefully it will be slightly more successful than last time. Off you go. And we can start building another one. We got 1000 right now. What else can we do? We can upgrade our defenses. So what about the pre-made designs? We'll get our own one. Okay, another Marbomber. Sounds good to me. Off you go. He doesn't have any defenses this time, so this should be way easier. We'll just have to take out the tower. We don't even have to go too close. But let's go a little bit closer. Yeah, our accuracy is pretty good thanks to the bonus we got. It's usually not nearly this good. The service ceiling on the smaller ship is a little bit low. Yep, that's pretty good accuracy right there. Come on, guys. We should have enough ammunition this time. Maybe go a bit closer. They don't seem to be too eager to go closer. 96 ammunition. We are hitting, as you can see. It's just that this tower is quite sturdy. Why are you going backwards? Maybe one propeller is not quite enough. That is certainly a possibility. Come on. Are we there yet? It's still not down. But now it's on fire. Yeah, it's going down. Done. Alright then. So now the area is ours. Having made and consolidated your first conquest, you are now ready to continue expanding. Capture city after city, fortify your conquests, and build up your fleet. Gentle takeover, brutal takeover, pillaging. Okay. It will leave the city mostly intact. The city is rapidly brought under your control. All the treasures of the city are plundered, resulting in a lot of money in the short term. I think gentle takeover will be just fine. It won't even take that long, to be honest. Here's our next ship. So let's maybe send it in this direction. Off you go. And what else can we do in here? Probably upgrade our defenses a little bit. That would be a good idea. So we can change these. We can add another cannon. What else can we do? Grenades will not be very useful. We got a grape shot cannon. This cannon fires a spray of smaller cannonballs to tear through light armor and crew alike. Piercing damage 12. Yeah, regular cannon has piercing damage 40. So there's that. I don't think we need to upgrade this right now. No, it's fine. If anything, we'll need some defenses in the region we just conquered. We can't do that just yet. Needs to wait to finish the takeover. Alright then. Well, carry on. Our research is halfway done already. And actually, that's going to be the end of the first episode. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did, or a dislike if you didn't. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.